The following is a presentation of the Schoolcraft College Sports Network.
Friends, welcome to Schoolcraft College in Livonia. This afternoon, it's men's soccer as the Schoolcraft College Ocelots bring in the Jayhawks of Muskegon Community College. My name's Pete Krepsky alongside Carl Ruff. Glad you're along for the ride. And Carl, two pretty good teams getting ready to play in the MCCAA conference. They met on September the 7th. It was a good game then. I expect to see a good game now.
Well, for these two teams, I can speak that Schoolcraft has evolved. They are putting up more points than they did back when they first played the Jayhawks, and last week they put an 11 spot on their opponent. I expect to see a little bit higher scoring game from the Ocelots this week to a shorthanded Jayhawk team.
Schoolcraft beat Muskegon on September the 7th, 4-2, scoring for Schoolcraft on that day: Dante Davidson, Reese Brown, Darman Hassan, and Amir Jez. Replying for Muskegon, Kyle Oliveira and Mauricio Chung. I was talking to head coach Rick Larson before the game. We've had some rain in the area. The temperature right around 55 degrees, so that's the happy weather forecast from your good friend Pete Krupski. And I asked him, would the rain have any effect? He said no. He said the temperature is ideal. If anything, the rain's going to settle everything down, and the players will be able to play through it. But right now, it's just a cloudy day with no rain at all. And the field turf is a little bit slick in some spots, but not a bad thing right now.
No, Pete, Coach Larson's a competent and confident coach. When I spoke with him, he said that his team is going to play understanding the conditions, but they are playing against their opponents.
So I cannot hear Carl at all. Schoolcraft in the gold jerseys, and they will go right to left here in the first half. Pete Krepsky with Carl Ruff. Glad you're along for the ride. We say hello from Schoolcraft College in Livonia.
We don't have a fullback for Kyle.
I can't hear Pete either.
No fullback.
So we are waiting to get this underway. The women will play at 2:30. Schoolcraft comes in 5-0. A perfect 5-0 record in the MCCAA, 4-0 in the conference. They've scored 33 goals. They've allowed only 3. And again, 2 of those goals allowed came from Muskegon back on September the 7th. So we are underway at Schoolcraft. Goes back to the starting goaltender, Charlie Roberts, for Muskegon. Again, no wind here at Schoolcraft College, so that will have no effect at all. Schoolcraft comes in 17th overall in the NJCAA national rankings. That's among the Division II teams. Muskegon 0-1 in the conference, 4-2 overall. So two pretty good teams meeting on the pitch here in Livonia on this Saturday afternoon. The ball back to Amar Jez. And Schoolcraft advancing it to midfield. Their leading scorer, Dante Davidson. 7 goals, 3 assists on the season. Muskegon with it. They'll play it back. And it goes to Austin Hall. He'll advance it ahead. And they battle for it in midfield. Gumlausch ahead on the left side. And Muskegon has control. Play to the right side, Hall. And Dye. To midfield. Being marked, we're 150 in. Number 33 for Schoolcraft, Mohammed Hamoud. He had the ball earlier. Wide right wing. And Schoolcraft on the attack. 2:05 into the first half. No score. Muskegon trying to get it out of their own end, but it's held by Reese Brown. Goes into the goalkeeper for Muskegon, Charlie Roberts. Holds it out, and he'll reset to Austin Hall. Advance to Oliveira, their leading scorer. Oliveira chipping it ahead. And Dye, right side, but it's taken away. Good play, Corey Matthews.
Yeah, Corey Matthews is a solid player defensively. You'll see him step up, and he gets in the goal action as well.
No score, 3 minutes into the first half. Ball on the far side of the field. Ayala Millan playing it ahead for Schoolcraft. And the Ocelots have only allowed 3 goals in their season, 2 to Muskegon on September the 7th. And they pretty much rolled through the opposition so far. They scored 33 goals. 12 different players have scored goals for Schoolcraft. So I know Rick Larson loves that kind of offensive depth. Near the 4-minute mark of the first half, no score. Lead pass ahead. Good speed chasing it is Mohammed. Into the scoring box. Takes the shot, and Roberts a nice stop.
Yeah, he had a good look at that one, able to make the save.
Mohammed Hamoud out of Dearborn Heights and Crestwood High School. So the one-time charger for Dearborn Crestwood, a nice charge there.
Yeah, Realma going to take the corner kick there. And when the Ocelots are down in the offensive zone, watch for Demereau. He leads this team with 10 assists.
Goes into the scoring box, headed away. Actually went off the Ocelots player. Schoolcraft has control near the 5-minute mark of the period. Of the half. Hamoud, a shot towards the goal, but they're not going to count that. And Roberts has it for Muskegon. Hall on the run to midfield. Hall, big rangy defender. Ndiaye, outside the box, takes the shot, went wide. Goes to the far side of the field. Here's another shot, hit the crossbar. Bit of a broken play to start, Carl, but it looked like a design play, and that shot from the left side hit the crossbar.
Yeah, he looked like he was going to come across and make that shot. It ended up being a pass, and that little set piece there almost paid off. But Brendan Ware, end goal, got a piece of it.
Brendan Ware, the current MCCAA goalkeeper of the week.
Pete, Brendan Ware is the 3-time in a row defending player of the week. He has been on fire all season.
Well, his team has only allowed 3 goals, and Ware, being a team player, says, hey, it's a team effort when you only allow 3 goals, but obviously he's been a big part of that as well. No score, 6 minutes in. Looks like the sun trying to break through the clouds here at Schoolcraft. Had some rain earlier in the day, but the rain has subsided. And no wind, and that's very, very important. Coach Rick Larson was telling me, the rain doesn't affect things too much, but wind definitely does, and you can understand why. Ball out of bounds, Muskegon inbounds it in a scoreless game. Again, we mentioned some leading scorers. We get a chance, we'll get into the Muskegon leading scorers. Oliveira, as we get a shot right on goal, and a good stop by Roberts.
Hamoud with a pass is a back foot.
Roberts quickly to his right made the stop. Ethan Walker playing it for Amar Jez. Dante Davidson for Muhammad. Shot wide of the mark. And Muskegon has control. That shot by Reese Brown.
Ocelots take a lot of shots, scoring up 137 shots on goal so far this season, giving up only 24.
Well, when Pete has the ball and Carl doesn't, that's pretty good for Pete or whoever has the ball. And
True.
Sometimes that good offense is in a way a good defense.
Absolutely.
In hockey, they call it puck possession. Here, they would call it maybe just possession. We're near the 8-minute mark of the first half, no score. Muskegon and Schoolcraft from Schoolcraft College. Roberts hustling over to his left, and he'll kick it out of bounds. And we will reset.
Yeah, Demereau closing in on that ball there, and Roberts came out to challenge. Had he not been able to handle that, that would have been an opportunity for the Ocelots.
So Schoolcraft with it in a scoreless game. Ball out of bounds. Inbounding will be Emmanuel for Muskegon. They work on the far side of the field. Knocked down by Davidson. And the ball out of bounds in the far corner of the Muskegon end. Roberts resets for Muskegon. And the ball to Karabo Sissoko. Advanced ahead by the Jayhawks. Left side Ndiaye. Playing it back to Austin Hall. Hall worked by one man, worked by two. Finds Ndiaye on the right side. Challenged by Corey Matthews. Muhammad marked in midfield. And the ball played ahead. Brendan Muir will run it down for Schoolcraft. Ocelots reset in a scoreless game. And the ball out of bounds.
Jayhawks doing a nice job of keeping that Ocelots offense unable to penetrate deep down, save for maybe 4 attempts so far.
Schoolcraft in their last game last Saturday, an 11-0 victory over Jackson. Muskegon in their last game on the 21st. Midweek of this last week, they beat Aquinas College JV 1-0. Right here, no score. A little bit more than 10 minutes into the first half. Muhammad knocks it down. And they reverse it to the right side. Played ahead by Jez for Schoolcraft. Outside the scoring box, Hall trying to get there. Muhammad a shot right on, and the save made for Roberts. That's Muhammad Hamoud. Roberts playing it ahead, but gave it right to Demereau. Demereau outside the box, chips it ahead, and the severe angle shot out of bounds. So Demereau, Carl, has it going early.
Yeah, he does, and he does get penetration really good for this Ocelots team. As I said, he's mostly been a feeder, but he has taken his shots on goal. 10 assists so far on the season for Demereau, and 3 goals.
Muskegon has it. We near the 12-minute mark of the first half. Work it on the far side of the field. Taken away. Lead pass ahead intended for Hamoud. taken away defensively by the Jayhawks. They regroup. Taken away in turn by Gamlouche. Left side, Gamlouche. Leaving it for Hamoud. Hamoud surveys the situation, a lot of traffic in front of him. Gamlouche in traffic, and a shot over top of the net. They set up Demereau there. And an assist guy maybe in other games, but he's been an offensive force for the Ocelots here.
Yeah, a little bit of a switch up for the Ocelots team. Demereau taking it to the goal.
Ball at midfield. Advanced by Schoolcraft. Lead pass ahead. Roberts swats it away from number 6, Dante Davidson. Jayhawks regroup. At center, Oliveira. Up the left side. And take no chances, Brendan Ware, the goalkeeper for Schoolcraft.
Offsides.
So we may remain scoreless but not uneventful here at Schoolcraft College. And again, the rain is let up. Sun trying to peek out of the clouds. Glad you're with us wherever you're watching, either live on this Saturday or on one of the replay editions. Headed ahead. Davidson going to the scoring area, but was marked on the play. Schoolcraft resets with Ethan Walker. Walker takes a long look. Has a man to his left. Corey Matthews, one-on-one against Hall. Excellent battle, and look at the good play by Austin Hall. Excellent defense by Hall. Jayhawks have it at midfield, taken away by Schoolcraft. We're 14 minutes into the first half. Davidson marked on the play. Ball chipped in the air. Ndaye knocks it down. Finds Hall. Being marked by Hamoud. Ndaye marked at center by Ethan Walker. Hustling over Winsky for Schoolcraft. Outside the scoring area is Davidson, and the ball out of bounds. So if we're measuring possession of the ball right now, time of possession, it would be Schoolcraft right now.
It would be, and without Austin Hall, stellar play, both defensively and occasionally some offense coming across, it would be much more balanced toward the Ocelot side.
Hall, an international from Newcastle in the UK. Ndaye for Muskegon. Aggressive takeaway by Davidson. And they play it back to their back end. Winsky at the center field stripe. Worked by his man, and they go to the far side. Schoolcraft retains possession on the far side of the field. Ball centered ahead, wide of the net. Hall takes over for Muskegon. Hamoud marking Hall. Jayhawks reverse it up to midfield. Emmanuel playing it on the left side. Picking it up, Oliveira, one of their leading scorers. Got to watch for Cowie Oliveira. And the ball out of bounds.
And my aspect, Pete, for having watched this men's team last week, goals were early and often, and this week a little bit more of a measured, balanced game. As you say, it slants toward the Ocelots in time of possession and real estate. However, the Jayhawks have been able to stand up every pressure so far.
Goaltender Charlie Roberts, a couple of good stops early. The best Muskegon chance hit the top of the crossbar. And I believe that shot by Oliveira from the left side. So it's inbounded. Shishoka playing it into traffic. Good takeaway. And chasing it.
Offside.
Here's Davidson. Left side, they're going to call it offside. Good one-on-one play on Matthews and Davidson there, Carl, but just offside.
Yeah, and that was one of the combinations that worked well last week. Dante Davidson with four times ringing the bell last week.
Emmanuel at center. Work it to the left. And the ball out of bounds. 27 minutes left in the half, no score. Schoolcraft women will face the Muskegon women around 2:30 today. Ware resets. Taking his time. Like Rick Larson making some changes. And here we go. Ocelots work it to midfield. Ethan Walker to Matthews. Left foots it ahead. Roberts heads it away from his mark. And Muskegon resets with 26 minutes and change left in the first half. Taken away by the Ocelots. Reese Brown work it on the right side. And the Jayhawks work hard to force that ball out of bounds. So the clock runs with 25:50 left in the half. Corner kick for the Ocelots. Design play, but if you look at it from our vantage point, it looks like organized chaos. And so I'm using a hockey term there.
That one curls in and hits the side of the net.
Click the shot. They tried to go with the shot all the way and not headed out in front of the net. And the Jayhawks have it in a scoreless game. Hall advancing it ahead, taken away by Alex Winsky. Nice move by Karaba Shishoka there. Far side of the field and the ball out of bounds. Under 25 minutes left in the half, no score. And I would think, Carl, as long as it's scoreless, a one-goal differential, that's a great thing for Muskegon.
Absolutely. The Jayhawks can use that opportunity to stay in this game, and anything can happen.
Ocelots regroup. And now Muskegon has possession of the ball. Headed to the right side, and Dye against Matthews, and Matthews persisted. Hamoud took the ball away. Reese Brown. Hamoud playing it back. Gamlausch has it again. Gamlausch to Corey Matthews. Matthews to Gamlausch. They play a little two-man game. Lead pass ahead. Hamoud trying to find Matthews on the left side, but that was taken away nicely defensively by Muskegon. Ocelots on the far side. Played ahead. Knocked away by Karabo Shishoka. Schoolcraft in traffic. Trying to make a play there. Devereaux was marked on the play. Ndaye ahead of the play. But Ndaye and Corey Matthews had a great one-on-one battle this afternoon. And Matthews took the ball away with a nice play. Two guys with a certain amount of speed there, Carl. Ndaye and Matthews.
Yeah, they seem well matched there. So far, Corey Matthews seems to have the advantage, but he is an exceptional player for the Ocelots.
Wernsky at center. Marked on the play.
Oliveira there, cited for an infraction. Going to turn that over to the Ocelots ball.
No score, 22 minutes left in the half. The ball has been on the Muskegon side of center for the most part. But we do remain scoreless. Muskegon goaltender Charlie Roberts with a couple of stops. Ocelots trying to push the pace. Wenski. And they reset to Matthews. Being marked by Ndaye. Played ahead. Brown on the right side. Goes to Hassan. Got the shot. And it went outside. Hassan, go ahead.
I'm sorry. He took that left foot there and looked like he could have gone to his left. He tried to tuck it in on the near side.
Take a look here.
Yeah, it takes that left foot and it goes right on the outside to the left of the goal.
Hassan, this is his 5th game. He's got 5 goals. Where resets for the Ocelots? Under 21 minutes left in the half. Matthews on the left side. Advance it ahead, had Hamoud ahead of the play and ahead of the ball, but it was taken away by Austin Hall for Muskegon. Roberts on the right side to Hall. And out of bounds. Matthews on the inbounds. Gamlausch. Play it around on the right side. Jez. Ahead. They give chase on the right side, and it's out of bounds with under 20 minutes left in the first half. No score.
That was a great seeing eye pass there that went to Relima, but he wasn't able to corral it down.
So again, the reset for everybody. Schoolcraft 5-0 on the air. They've scored 33 goals. They've allowed 3. They are number 17 in the NJC AA rankings. Muskegon comes in at 4-2 overall, 0-1 in the conference. Second meeting of the year between these two teams. Schoolcraft won on September the 7th, 4-2. Jez sets to Walker. And back to Jez. Matthews advances it to midfield. Gamlausch. Back to Walker. Wenski for Jez. And back to Walker. Hamoud being marked by Austin Hall.
Nice defense there by Austin Hall.
Winsky on the right side. Ahead of the play is Demeraux. Marked on the play in the right corner. Demeraux trying to work by a couple of Jayhawks, and the ball's out of bounds.
Jayhawks' defensive positioning is every time the Ocelots come across, they get 3 right across the front. Every time somebody touches the ball, they have 3 attack that ball carrier.
So at least temporarily, the Jayhawks have found a way to calm down, so to speak, this powerful Ocelot offense. 12 different players have scored goals for the Ocelots this year. 33 goals in 5 games. That's pretty impressive. Working his way through traffic, and a shot right on goal, and a great stop by Charlie Roberts. That was Hassan. Take another look at it. And perhaps Roberts right now, the Muskegon goalkeeper, the difference in this game.
Yeah, you saw Hamoud get into position for a rebound. No rebound was forthcoming, but he was already there.
Ndaye being watched by Hamoud. Hamoud marked on the play by Laws. Knocked down by Espadoto. And it's back in Muskegon territory with 16:30 left in the half.
Jayhawks doing a nice job of possession in their defensive zone.
Advance it out of the right side. Hall with the height advantage, battling with Hamoud. Hamoud plays it back to Matthews. And Walker resets for Espadoto. $15:50 left in the half, no score. Ocelots enter Muskegon territory one more time. Matthews being marked by Klimek. And Winsky takes over for the Ocelots. Espadoto. Ball centered. Hamoud being marked by Austin Hall. Ndaye against Hamoud. Ndaye advances it, but it's taken away by Matthews. Winsky outside the scoring box. Jayhawks mark their man. We play on. Hall with 15 minutes left in the half. We are scoreless. Emmanuel lays it on the left side. Jayhawks regroup. Laws working his way toward midfield. Ball taken away. Hamoud resets. Takes the return pass. Playing catch with Winsky. And he finds Matthews on the left side. Matthews looking for play. Finds Hamoud. And the Schoolcraft resets to Ethan Walker. Davidson is in an active first half. Hamoud to the right side. Espadoto. Ball advanced ahead. Knocked down by Will Edwards for Muskegon. Under 14 minutes left in the half, no score. Ndaye looking for a pass on the right side. Hall follows up. Hall trying to work by his mark. Takes to the right corner. Hall looking to center. But Gamlausch defensively stayed right with him and forced the play out of bounds. 13:20 left in the half. Schoolcraft has it deep in their own territory.
Hamoud and Hassan taking a seat for substitutions.
Coach Rick Larson with a lot of players and a lot of options to go to over the course of a game. Keep that tempo up.
Dante Davidson now playing on the left side.
We will look for him for sure. 12:40 left in the half, no score. Ball forced out of bounds. Ocelots have had ball control much of the half, but excellent defense by the Jayhawks. Esposito advances it ahead. Ball headed to goalkeeper Charlie Roberts. He'll settle it down for Muskegon. Ndiaye has Hall on his right. Back to Ndiaye, a bit of a give and go. Taken away by the Ocelots. On it, Toluso. Number 10 just into the game. Otavio Toluso. An international for Schoolcraft from Brazil. Hassan ahead of the play. They couldn't get it to him. And I'm sure defensively Muskegon has done some video work against us, watching what Schoolcraft does, not only in their game on September the 7th, but in all the other games. And it looks like they have a very good defensive plan in this game on this Saturday, Carl.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Sam Felicione before the game, and he was looking for his team to be better organized and wanted them to perform better. And it looks like he's been successful.
Gamlouche marked by Laus. And the ball at midfield with under 11 minutes left in the half. Again, the Schoolcraft women take on Muskegon Community College women. That game along around 2:30. Matthews against Ndiaye. We've seen that matchup all afternoon long. Wensky advancing it ahead. Has Hassan in traffic. He'll play it back to Esposito. Here's a shot outside the box, high and wide, and over top of the net.
Yeah, Demiro's had his opportunities, but he's been shooting more at the goal rather than as a feeder, and so far he hasn't been able to get it centered up on the goal. That one went way over the top and over the back guard.
Well, I'm guessing the longer this game goes scoreless, the happier Muskegon will be.
Absolutely. That's a win in the Jayhawks position.
On it, Karabo Sissoko. And they'll play it back to goaltender Charlie Roberts for Muskegon. Under 10 minutes left in the half, no score. Ball run down by Yoa Pedro Esposito. Esposito. Wensky plays catch with Esposito. Ball headed away and advanced by Karabo Shisoka. Austin Hall up for Santarelli. Hall on the rush. This young man makes things happen. And Hall marked on the play an excellent defensive play by Ethan Walker. Davidson ran into Laws. and we will play on with 8:25 left in the half.
Ryan Law saved his team right there with that advance by Hall. It put this field imbalanced, and the Ocelots had an off-man opportunity there, an odd-man opportunity, and Law stepped right up there and shut that down.
8 minutes left in the half. Esposito to Walker. Left side to Ayala Millan. Walker marked effectively by Santarelli. Race for the ball. Ware goes way out and played away from Marcus Klimek, and the ball out of bounds. Goaltender guessed right there.
Yeah, he did. Millan slowed down a little bit there once he saw where it was coming in here. Almost ended up with a bad action.
Hall with it. Santarelli, right corner. And the ball forced out of bounds with 7:15 left in the half. Take a look at this battle for the ball. Ware guessed right. And it was kicked out of bounds. So a lot of good things happening for Schoolcraft, but the goaltender, Brendan Ware, there to take care of any other problems for Schoolcraft. Again, they've scored 33 goals in the season, only allowed 3.
Yeah, last 3-4 minutes, we've seen a little bit more opportunities, a little bit more free running, unchallenged in the center of the pitch, and it's turned into opportunities for both teams.
No score, 6:35 left in the half. On it to Margot, and the ball out of bounds for Muskegon. Had some rain earlier today, but the rain has subsided. Temperature about 55 degrees. We are overcast. Just a little bit of wind, but the wind not affecting things at all. Coach Rick Larson for Schoolcraft called it almost perfect conditions, even though we were standing in the rain a couple of hours ago. But the rain has stopped. Austin Hall has not stopped. Into Santarelli, outside the scoring box, and it goes out of bounds. Clock continues to run with 5:35 left.
Demeraux bringing it along the side.
The ball out of bounds. 5:20 left. Toluso has it on the right side. Ball taken away. Here come the Jayhawks. Trying to make a play, Marcus Klimek. And it's out of bounds with under 5 minutes left. Schoolcraft resets. Like in most sports, like hockey or basketball, you try to let that ball do the work for you. Try to advance it. Ball swatted away by Laus. Chasing it, Klimek. Goes to midfield, marked on the play, and it's out of bounds with 4:15 left.
Yeah, the Ocelots played that one back. They had a header, but that got headed back, gave an opportunity for the Jayhawks to progress forward there, and Jayhawks unable to do anything with it, the ball going out.
Wensky has a man on his left, Ayala Millan. Instead goes to his right, Esposito. Wensky for Esposito. Back to Wensky. Ayala Millan. Excuse me, that's Jacob Lee. Wensky plays it on the right side. Ocelots with an opportunity. Hassan in a lot of traffic, trying to weave through the traffic. Holds onto it on the left side. Finds an outlet with Jacob Lee. Lee with 3 minutes left in the half. Hassan on the left side. Cuts to the middle. Wensky trying to find Hassan, but that was taken away. Santarelli back for Muskegon on the right side, trying to get there. Klimek advances to the goal, played away by Ware.
Ethan Walker for the Ocelots stepped up on that one, and his shot did not make it through. Gave an uneven opportunity there for the Jayhawks.
2:30 left in a scoreless first half. Wensky took it off his mark. Good play. A lot of traffic in the Muskegon end of the pitch. Taken away and a long shot wide of the Schoolcraft net. Ware will run it down with 2 minutes left in the half.
That last play, Nick Lima out there for the Ocelots had 3 men collapse onto him. He tried to get that away and got a shot weakly back that was picked up and sent down by the Jayhawks.
Wensky. Left side, Ayala Millan. And they'll play it back with a $1:40 left in the half. Espadotto has some options, plays it to the right side. Schoolcraft trying to get a late charge here. We play on. They were trying to spring Davidson outside the scoring box. He's got it now. Davidson on the left side. Being marked by Austin Hall. Ayala Milan and Hall. The big defender took it away from him. Austin Hall's been impressive in the first half.
Yeah, good smart move right there. Battling it, takes possession away, and then kicks it out the side. Gives his team a chance to reset. He didn't have any place to go with the ball except out.
Davidson being watched by Santarelli. Wensky with 40 seconds left in the half. Espadotto. Shot towards the goal, knocked down, and another shot. The shot for number 21, Kyle Jennings, over top of the net. Crowd to our right, oohing and awing. Well, we remain scoreless as time winds down in the first half. Goalkeeper Charlie Roberts takes his time. I'm sure Muskegon would like to get out of this first half scoreless. One last rush as time is winding down. And we've played one half of soccer here at Schoolcraft College. We are scoreless between Muskegon Community College and Schoolcraft. And try as they might, the Ocelots had possession of the ball for the most part. They had most of the shots, but we are scoreless as we move into halftime, Carl.
Yeah, you know, I would have to say if I had to give a description of the Jayhawks, it's positional defense. They are back trying to hold back this offensive onslaught, pending onslaught of the Ocelots. They've been doing a great job by standing across the front. You're putting 3 or 4 across and slowing down and then collapsing onto the ball holder. For the Ocelots, patience. They've had patience in the first half. They're going to need to have patience in this second half, but I expect to see more chances, individual opportunities for this Ocelots team.
So we're at halftime at Schoolcraft College. Muskegon Community College, nothing. Schoolcraft College, nothing. You're watching men's collegiate soccer from Schoolcraft College in Livonia. I'm Pete Krepsky with Carl Ruff. We'll take a break and come back with the second half of play right after this timeout. Hey friends, welcome back to Schoolcraft College. Pete Krepsky with Carl Ruff bringing you this one. A scoreless game so far after one half of soccer between the Jayhawks from Monroe Community College and the Ocelots from Schoolcraft College. Really, although we are scoreless, Carl, I would say a win in the first half for Muskegon to keep this powerful Schoolcraft team scoreless in an even match after one half.
Yeah, Pete, anytime you can be within a couple of goals against this Schoolcraft Ocelots team, it's a win because you have an opportunity. In this case, with a 0-0 score, it's definitely an advantage for the Jayhawks. All they have to do is keep doing what they're doing, and they're going to get a point out of this. For the Ocelots, Coach Rick Larson. Now, if you get any chance to talk to Coach Rick Larson for 5 minutes, you are going to be getting a clinic on coaching. He's got a team right now that has not been able to put the ball in the net. I'm sure he's going to cook something up for this Ocelots offense.
Time of possession, they did use a football term, the other football term, so to speak. Schoolcraft has had the ball most of the time. They've had much of the offensive opportunities, but we start the second half scoreless, and that's a good thing for Muskegon.
It is. As much as I expected to see an offensive outburst by this Ocelots team, I am very much interested to see how they're going to adjust to the defense of the Jayhawks.
So we'll see who adjusts as the second half underway, and Schoolcraft in the gold jerseys go left to right. They have the ball. They've had the ball much of this match so far. Winsky. And it's played back to the Schoolcraft back end. Walker ahead. That's out of bounds, and Laws takes over for Muskegon. Schoolcraft 5-0 overall, 4-0 in the MCCAA. Muskegon 4-2 overall, 0-1 in the MCCAA. Austin Hall playing it back to his goalkeeper, Roberts. It goes up the left side for Alex Elliott. He'll play it back. And here come the Jayhawks with Elliott. Caning midfield. Plays it ahead. Chasing it. Trying to get the shot. Running out of space and time. Isaac Saavedra. And he was outweighted by the goaltender, Brendan Ware.
It was a good opportunity for the Jayhawks there. I believe a little bit off sides as he made it past the defense.
Here's Hall, always active. Plays it on the right side. Ball headed away. Matthews trying to run it down for Schoolcraft. Advanced. And outside the scoring box, advanced ahead by Rilima. And the ball out of bounds, courtesy of Karabo Shashoka. So the clock runs, just underway here in the second half, no score. Reese Brown leaving it for Rilima. Back to Brown. Shot steered away by the goalkeeper, Charlie Roberts.
Yeah, he was looking for Davidson there. That ball carried a little too far, right toward the goal.
Schoolcraft keeps it rolling, but defensively, the Jayhawks right there. Walker plays it on the left side, has it again. Gets help from Amar Jez. Jez, tall, rangy defender for Reese Brown. And the ball out of bounds off of, looks like Torno. Schoolcraft has it. Rilima. Shot towards the goal. Taken away. Jez. Right side, Rilima. to the right corner, and the ball out of bounds.
Differences in styles offensively for the two teams. The Ocelots have 1 to 3 people back whenever in the offensive zone. The Jayhawks hold 5 back when they're in the offensive zone.
Good defensive play by Karabo. Shishoka took it off his man. Elliott advancing it ahead. It went off Emmanuel for Muskegon. Lead pass ahead. Jayhawks on the run. Matthews got into his man. Still a shot and a fine stop by Ware. One of the better scoring opportunities for the Jayhawks, and then Brendan Ware, the Schoolcraft goaltender, with a nice stop.
Absolutely. You can say Corey Matthews trying to check down. He gets knocked down, and that shot comes directly on to Ware. Ware sets it aside. It probably, as you say, the best opportunity for the Jayhawks so far.
So we remain scoreless. On the pitch at Schoolcraft. Lead pass ahead. Demeraux trying to take it to the goal, met by Roberts. Demeraux keeps it rolling. Marked on the play and out of bounds. Good defensive play there for Muskegon by Will Edwards, as Alex Demeraux trying to make it happen.
Yeah, Demeraux did a nice job of staying on sides as he allowed the defense to get past him momentarily. Then he turned on the gas. However, he didn't have enough time to turn that corner to make the shot.
So we remain scoreless here at Schoolcraft. Schoolcraft with a lot of the scoring opportunities in this game. I count maybe 2 or 3 scoring opportunities for Muskegon. They set it up with Gamlouche, but the ball, a fraction on the play, Muskegon has it. Roberts finding a Karabo Shishoka. Pass ahead intended for Oliveira for Muskegon. Didn't work. Ware directing traffic. The goalkeeper for Schoolcraft finding Amar Jez. International name, but Jez is from Grand Rapids and East Kentwood. Jayhawks have it. Ahead. Saavedra takes the shot and shoots it just wide. That was Isaac Saavedra.
Yeah, he took that one and he took his shot. Ware came out of the goal to play the angle, but he had no chance of reaching it.
So Muskegon showing a little bit of pushback offensively here in the second half.
Yeah, the Ocelots picking it up by pressing in at man advantages, as you see Demeraux down there, 3 of them.
Demeraux
scores!
It
goes over.
That was kind of a chip shot. See if it's going to count. Kind of a chip shot, and it went over the shoulder. Apparently the goal's going to count roughly the 7-minute mark.
You see, the defense collapses around him. He puts a little chip. Roberts was too far out, and like a center fielder in baseball, that went over his head.
So Demeraux will get the goal roughly the 7-minute mark of this second half. Nothing Ocelots. Demeraux gets credit to the goal. That'll be his 4th of the year. 1-0 Ocelots. So all that good work defensively by Muskegon, and it was a chip shot over Roberts that went for the goal.
Yeah, as we mentioned, Demeraux is usually on the assist, but he's been taking shots on goal. Of course, he has great speed, which allows him to get past the defense.
Good work by Oliveira. Saavedra, wide left wing, chips it towards the goal, goes wide. Muskegon right back offensively, and a shot on goal, making the stop of Brendan Ware.
Yeah, Saavedra looking for Ndaye, who was a little bit late getting over there.
Clock running, 37 minutes left in regulation. 1-0 Schoolcraft. These teams met September the 7th. Schoolcraft won in Muskegon 4-2. In that game, they built a 2-0 lead, and they were able to keep that lead. A little different kind of game on this Saturday.
Davison and Demereau playing a little give and go on the far side.
Corner kick for the Ocelots. Tried a shot off the corner kick earlier.
Corey Matthews, deep man back defensively for the Ocelots.
So they'll set it up from the corner. Shot towards the net, a lot of traffic, and Roberts anticipates well, makes the stop through the traffic.
Yeah, that went right in his bread basket there. His positioning was solid.
1-0 Schoolcraft on the goal by Alex Demereau, roughly 7 minutes into the second half. Ocelots have it. They'll reset back to the goaltender, Brendan Ware. Working on the far side of the field. And the ball out of bounds. Well, let's see if Muskegon has an answer here. Elliott to midfield. Alex Elliott being marked by Demereau. Wensky knocks it down for Schoolcraft. Wensky in a 1-0 Schoolcraft lead. That's a foul on the play. Oliveira was literally tackled there.
Yeah, Demereau did not want to let that one get away from him. He grabbed him around the waist, pulled him to the ground. See the replay here. Demereau right around the waist, pulled him to the ground. Nothing too aggressive there. He was just controlling him. Achieved a yellow card.
Will Edwards for Muskegon. Jayhawks set it up, trailing 1-0. Ball taken away. Gamlush playing it ahead. Will Edwards knocks it down. Good one-on-one battle. Roberts went out as well, but the play is stopped with 34:20 left in regulation.
I think a call there was an inadvertent. Now a yellow card's going to be put on to Jez for kicking that one into the parking lot. But I think the play was stopped because Davidson, the ball inadvertently hit him in the hand, and he was the next player to touch the ball. And they're going to do a stoppage of play.
And Jez will go to the bench. Clock continues to run. Alex Elliott with the inbounds for Muskegon. Will Edwards. Elliott giving chase. Saved by Saavedra and out of bounds. Rilma for Reese Brown. Marked on the play. Rilma follows up. 1-0 Schoolcraft on the goal by Alex Demereau. Scoreless in the first half. Demereau the only goal here in the second. Espadoto playing it for Ethan Walker. Walker on the left side and on the far side of the pitch. Left-footed ahead, race for it. Brown giving chase in the right corner, and it's out of bounds.
Jayhawks right there, defensive effort there by number 20 of the Jayhawks. Headed that one down, otherwise it would have skipped right to the Ocelots, giving them an opportunity. Rielema's going to take that corner kick.
And here it comes towards the net. headed away by Will Edwards of Muskegon. So the Jayhawks have it, trailing 1-0, 32 minutes left in the second half. Clock continuing to run. Austin Hall on the left side, tended for Saavedra. Knocked down by Espadotto. Matthews, left side at midfield. Finds Espadotto, he'll settle it down. Play it deep left corner. Headed, footed ahead, good save by goalkeeper Charlie Roberts.
Yeah, that was a nice set piece there by the Ocelots. They started to the left, kicked it to the right, and then Davidson comes streaming down the left-hand side. That pass went right to him. Awesome opportunity, but Roberts put a stop to it.
Among the goaltenders, Roberts, the harder worked young man. Ball knocked down by Dembowski for Schoolcraft. 31 minutes and change left in this game. 1-0 Schoolcraft. They come in at 5-0. Again, they've scored 33 goals. They've only allowed 3. But this game a little bit different than some of the other games they played. A 1-goal differential. Espadotto, right side, played ahead. Brown trying to take it to the scoring area, but he was marked on the play. Oliveira trying to make something happen. Marked on the play by Winsky. Winsky doesn't believe it, and we play on. Ware knocks it down. Beat the Muskegon player to it. That was Tamargo.
Yeah, they're going to bring that all the way back where the yellow card is being enforced right in front of our position. Pete wasn't sure who was going to get that infraction here, but it appears that it's going to be against the Ocelots.
Clock continuing to run. Will Edwards with it. Schoolcraft has it. Hamoud played it back to his defense. Reese Brown on it. Good speed. Good one-on-one battle. Running it down. Just outside the scoring box. Dante Davidson. Through no fault of his own, Davidson, the leading scorer, has been quiet in this game. Working around left side, Gamlouche.
Ocelots have tried to get it to Davidson. He can flat out fly, but he's been unable to corral that ball when it's been passed to him.
Running it down, Austin Hall. And he'll play it back to his goalkeeper, Charlie Roberts. Edwards. Clock continuing to run. 28:30 left in the second half. Schoolcraft leading 1-0. Edwards for Elliott. Towards midfield. Taken away by Schoolcraft. Gamlouche trying to play it in deep. Laus repelled that. And the Ocelots regroup. Ethan Walker on the run. Takes it towards the left corner. Met by Hall. Knocked down by Hall. I like Hall's game, though.
Hall's a very good player. He's been called often in this game so far, both offensively and defensively, for the Jayhawks.
Looks like a corner kick for, what do we have here? Yeah, corner kick for the Ocelots. And they'll set it up. They're ahead 1-0. Hamoud in traffic, met by Hall. Jayhawks content to play it out to midfield. Matthews for Schoolcraft. Tries to play it in deep for number 6, Dante Davidson. Matthews takes it deep left wing. And work it towards the middle of the field. Edwards headed it away. Elliott marked his man expertly. And he'll play it ahead. Good defense by Edwards there or Elliott there for Muskegon. Rilima taken off the ball by Elliott. A lot of play towards midfield here. With Schoolcraft up 1-0. Work it to the far side now. Taken
Corey
away
Matthews
by Hall.
pressing up.
Kamlush put it into traffic. And the Jayhawks have it with 26 minutes left in this game. Jayhawks regroup. Plenty of time left in a 1-goal game. Oliveira marked. Rilima towards the goal. Taken away by Laws. Emmanuel plays it on the right side for Muskegon. Has it again. Plays it back for Laws. And it is out of bounds.
And a little bit since the Jayhawks were in the offensive zone. Ocelot stepped right into that rush.
Lead ahead. Roberts Guest trying to get back into possession. In the position. Ball centered. And the shot. Score! That all started with Roberts taking a foray out and trying to get back into position. And the ball was centered and put into the net.
Yeah, that looked like it would be a pass. I suppose a goaltender's point of view, Reese Brown's going to pass it.
This comes at about the 21-minute mark.
That speed of Davidson gets the Ocelots down deep. He puts it in. Reese Brown picks it up, and he could go to the right where Dembowski was there, but instead he puts it in the left-hand side or the right-hand side on the goalie's perspective.
So Reese Brown, the goal. What can Brown do for you? Well, he gives Schoolcraft a 2-0 lead. Goal at about the 21-minute mark. Reese Brown with his third goal of the season. 2-0 Schoolcraft. Deep right wing and a shot. Knocked down on the play. That was Demeraux trying to make something happen there. So Schoolcraft with a couple of goals here in the second half. Demeraux at 7 minutes. Reese Brown at 21 minutes. 2-0 Schoolcraft. Edwards for Muskegon. Marked by Demeraux. Hassan. They work it around on the left side. Left corner. And a shot wide of the net. So Schoolcraft turned it on offensively. See if we can see what's happening here. And that's a shot just wide of the net.
And that's a shot you got to make. You had that whole right-hand side of the net open.
So the clock continuing to run. The Jayhawks, with not a lot of offense in this game, trail by 2 now. Battle for it at midfield. Rekipi knocked it down for the Ocelots. Espadotto takes a look. Schoolcraft on it. The field has been tilted in their direction for much of this game. Work it to the far side of the field.
Toulouse in the game, his centering pass.
Knocked down. Here's a shot towards the net by Reese Brown. Stopped by goalkeeper Charlie Roberts.
Got it a little bit high up above the ankle, and that shot didn't look good going in.
Brown got into Elliott, and the ball out of bounds to Muskegon. Clock continuing to run, 22 minutes left in regulation.
Couple of substitutions for the Jayhawks.
Trying to find 2 goals, but you got to get one first. Entering the game, it's going to be Santarelli. Ball taken away by Rilima. We have it at midfield. Advance to Demeraux on the right side. 1-on-1 against Elliott. Demeraux a shot, centered out in front. Played away. And here come the Jayhawks. Lead pass ahead. Midfield. Nobody there but gold jerseys and Schoolcraft. Espadotto. Ahead for Rilima. Been active here in the second half. The ball out of bounds. Roberts looks for an outlet for Muskegon.
Early on, as we began this second half, the Ocelots turned up the offensive intensity. It turned into some opportunities for the Jayhawks. Now, as the last 10 minutes have gone through, the Ocelots almost exclusively on offense. The Jayhawks have been unable to do anything with it themselves.
Maybe 1 or 2 good scoring chances for Muskegon in the second half, and maybe 4 overall. Roberts advances it to midfield. Oliveira ahead for Santarelli. Santarelli looking for play. Marked by Reese Brown. Excuse me, that's Rilima. Elliott on the left side. Plays it across to the right. Shot over top of the net. So they got a shot, did Muskegon, but over top of the net.
Long time in coming since their last opportunity.
Two nothing Schoolcraft, in case you're just joining us. Both goals here in the second half. Alex Demeraux at the 7-minute mark. Reese Brown at 21 minutes. Of the second half. I believe in soccer terms they would call that 52 minutes and 72 minutes roughly. Ball out of bounds, clock continuing to run with 19:05 left.
Sebastian Dombowski out there on that left-hand side offensively. I like seeing him out there. We've seen some opportunities from him. Good player.
Oliveira, been rather quiet in this game for Muskegon. And the Ocelots play it back to goalkeeper Brendan Ware. Ocelots with enough offense now, leading 2-0. Clock continuing to run, 18:35 left in the second half. Played ahead. Demeraux on the left side. And the ball out of bounds. Clock becoming a factor in this game. Schoolcraft up 2-0. Corner kick for the Ocelots.
A little bit of coaching over there by Rick Larson.
Headed ahead. Played away. But again, the Ocelots with possession. And it's out of bounds. Clock continuing to run with 17:35 left. Schoolcraft women take on the Muskegon Community College women along around 2:30. And a shot, they score!
Demeraux with a beautiful pass.
The pass by Devereaux, who's been, I believe he leads Schoolcraft with an assist. That's going to be Ethan Walker. This is a well-executed corner kick. I believe that's Ethan Walker. It's going to finish it off, and it is number 3, Ethan Walker. 3-0 Schoolcraft. Call it 78 minutes of this game. 73 minutes of this game, excuse me. So goals in the half, Demeraux, Brown, and now Walker, 3-0 Schoolcraft.
As the defensive players for the Ocelots have a tendency to do is to press up, and their defenseman Ethan Walker getting the goal.
Well, on a corner kick, you can set your play, and a defensive player with a certain amount of height is valuable in front of the opposition's net. So the Ocelots march on up 3-0. Can they come in at 5-0 overall? Shot wide of the net. 5-0 overall, 33 goals for, just 3 against. And they're on pace to improve that mark. Goal differential, if you will. Brendan Ware, the Schoolcraft goaltender, looks like the loneliest man on the pitch. Probably not. But he's done his part as well. Espadotto working around on the left side. Pants to head. Austin Hall running it down from Muskegon. Marked his man in the corner. And the ball out of bounds. Clock continuing to run with 15:20 left. Corner kick for the Ocelots. Let's see what they do here. You see the defenders usually back on the play. They're up in that scoring area.
Yeah, defense for the Jayhawks already down deep gives the opportunity for the defenders for the Ocelots to pinch forward and do a set.
It's got to be fun for the defenders who their job is to stop goals, but on a corner kick like that, they have a chance to play a little offense. Everybody likes to score.
Oliani now in for the Jayhawks from London as he heads that one away.
3-0 Schoolcraft. Battle for it. Jacob Lee and Elliott. And some hard feelings there, and the boys will disengage. Pick a time and a place.
Playing a game of Twister over there. They both ended up on the ground.
Play it in deep for Toulouse. Shot towards the goal. Redirected out in front. Alert play by Roberts to keep this thing 3-0. Ball advanced ahead, knocked down by Ethan Walker. A player on the pitch. Collided with number 31 of Muskegon. And took the worst of that collision. Clock continuing to run. And now they have stopped the clock with 13:10 left. So the clock is stopped with 13:10 left. And that was Yoa Pedro Espadoto. Gets up slowly, gets himself back together. He's going to stay in the game.
Gets up before the trainer gets there and hoping to stay on the field, but with the time stopped for his injury.
Now Espadoto will go out. Steady player. Yao Pedro Espadoto.
Drew Tappan comes in to take his place, a sophomore from Brighton.
3-0 Schoolcraft. Demerol, Brown, and Walker the goal scorers. So Rick Larson, Schoolcraft coach with a deep bench, mixing and matching late in this one. Maybe giving some of his less experienced players a little bit of playing time. And that's important. Hassan. The ball taken away. Elliott advances it to midfield. Santarelli. Marked on the play by Hassan. And the ball out of bounds with 12:15 left. Schoolcraft has it. Plenty of time. No worries for the Ocelots. Drew Tappan. To midfield. Giving chase Rakipi. It looked like the Muskegon player put his hand on the ball.
And it'll cause a stoppage and a change of possession.
Some sports that's okay, but not in soccer. So the clock continuing to run. 11:15 left, 3-0 Schoolcraft. Now the clock is stopped. Referee having a conference with some of these Muskegon players who are touching the ball with their hand. We're back underway. Saavedra playing it out of bounds.
Again, a couple of names we haven't seen before in this game. Kieran Macbeth in there for the Ocelots.
Santarelli. Ball taken away. Laws put it back into Schoolcraft territory. Macbeth taken away. Collision. Oliani and Rilma. Ball out of bounds. 3-0 Schoolcraft.
Clock stopped momentarily.
Austin Hall on the reset. Fake to Elliott. Hall towards the net. And it goes out of bounds.
Austin Hall's a good player. You see some nice clean shots from him, and his passes are very crisp, and he carries some speed.
10 minutes left. Schoolcraft has it. Rakipi Drew Tappan. Schoolcraft slowly but surely advancing the ball. Taken away by Alex Owens of Muskegon, and it's out of bounds deep in Muskegon territory.
Jordan Thomas joins the pitch out here for the Ocelots.
In case you're just joining us, no score after the first half, and really I know coaches don't like to hear moral victory, but a bit of a victory for Muskegon. But goals here in the second half, Demeraux, Brown, and Walker, and a 3-0 Schoolcraft lead. Again, Schoolcraft head coach Rick Larson bringing in new players with the time winding down in this one. Going to take a look at a local player, number 13, Nick Lima from Livonia Stevenson. He's into the game. Deep right corner for Kieran Macbeth. And that didn't work. Muskegon looking to advance it. Trailing 3-0. Santorelli trying to work off of Toluso. Ball taken away by Jacob Lee. Knocked down by Lima. Rakipi finding Toluso. And the Ocelots reset. Rakipi finding Jacob Lee. Lee marked on the play by Bright Oliani. Klimek taken away. Emmanuel for Muskegon. Schoolcraft on the far side of the field. Klimek knocks it down for Muskegon. Had it again briefly. Getting in front of that Adam Rakipi. Another Livonia Stevenson grad. Although there's an international flavor to the Schoolcraft soccer team, a lot of local players are also contributing. Goaltender Brendan Ware, one of the main contributors. Schoolcraft trying to run it down with Lima. Patterson stayed with it, and it was out of bounds. Muskegon has it with 6:50 left.
Yeah, Patterson blew a tire there, fell down, able to recover enough to kick it out.
Coming up after this game, the Schoolcraft ladies take on the Muskegon Community College ladies. It's along around 2:30 Eastern time. People are asking us, where can we see these games? Well, the Schoolcraft athletic website is the usual place you can find these games. If not live, then a replay. Roberts makes the save. Has a man well ahead of the play. Ola Oni. He'll give chase in midfield. Beaten of the ball by Nick Lima. It looks like the Ocelots have pretty much worn down the Jayhawks from Muskegon Community College. I would say part of that is depth, part of it is execution, and part of it is coaching. Here come the Jayhawks. They haven't had much offense at all in this game. Scoreless after one half. Klimek on the rush, deep right corner. Centering feed, Lima knocks it down. Back come the Ocelots up 3-0. Lead pass ahead, Macbeth giving chase in the right corner. Has it there. He'll settle it down. Macbeth marked on the play by Owens. Deep right corner and a shot. Centering feed failed to work, and it's out of bounds with under 5 minutes left.
If that was a pass, it was a little bit sharp there from Thomas. I would think that it was more supposed to be a shot on goal.
You know, Carl, sometimes you just outscore teams, and I know in the last game for Schoolcraft, one of the previous games, it was 11-0. They had to work a little harder for this one, up 3-0 with time winding down.
And it really shouldn't have been surprising given the first game being 4-2. You see that offensive explosion when you look through the stats for this Ocelots team, but it was this Muskegon team that slowed the Ocelots down last time.
Lima, marked by Emmanuel. Olaoni, and it's out of bounds. Under 4 minutes left. Drew Tappan, another local player from the Brighton area. Always a good option to go to your goalkeeper, Brendan Ware. He'll settle it down for Schoolcraft. Austin Hall back in the game. He's going to try to make something happen for Muskegon. Hall to the deep right corner. Centering feed out in front, and it just failed to click for Olaoni. And out of bounds. Maybe the first or second good scoring opportunity for Muskegon in the half. And Austin Hall, that man making it happen.
Yeah, getting there a little bit late was Olaoni, who is clearly a good player too. Was unable to get there at the exact time he needed to be.
Clock continuing to run, 3:05 left. Roberts playing it for Karabo Shashoka. Now Owens for Patterson. Owens, 6'6", freshman defender. Roberts takes a look. Left foot's it ahead. Knocked down. 2:20 left. Shot wide of the goal, run down by the hardest working man on the pitch, I think, Charlie Roberts, the Muskegon goaltender.
Yeah, he decided to drag that one down and throw it in. Don't know what the difference between grabbing it or letting it go out the rear line there, but corner kick now for the Ocelots.
Clock running, under 2 minutes left.
Seeing the background of your shot there, the girls team getting ready to step onto the bench.
Klimek, work by one man, work by two. Could not work by three. Ball taken away by Nick Lima. Santarelli for Muskegon. Through traffic, couldn't get through the traffic. Klimek tries it again. Work it around on the right side. And the ball taken away by Sebastian Dembowski. Tamargo lost it, and it's out of bounds with a minute left. Ball advanced ahead. Schoolcraft on the run. And we play on with 40 seconds left. In case you're just joining us, no score after one half. Schoolcraft with the potential game-winning goal, a 1-0 lead for Alex Demereau. That's at the 52-minute mark. Schoolcraft made it 2-0 on the goal by Reese Brown. We'll call that, let's see, 45 and 71. That would be 76 minutes, 66 minutes. And then a little bit of insurance for Ethan Walker a little bit later.
Santarelli didn't get away with it that time. He helped the Ocelot player to the ground, gained himself a yellow card, and he's going to be taking a seat.
with 18 seconds left. Walker working around right side. Maybe time for one more shot on net. Patterson, though, played away from Kieran Macbeth. I'm sure Mr. Macbeth has heard this. It's a great soccer name, Kieran Macbeth. And this soccer match is over. Schoolcraft grinds out a 3-0 victory over Muskegon Community College. And Carl, they did what they had to do in this one. It wasn't a game of high scoring, maybe not technical excellence, but good teams find a way to win. And congrats to Rick Larson and the Schoolcraft Ocelots. They win 3-0.
Yeah, the two teams played differently, markedly in the second half. A little bit more of a step up for the Ocelots. Gave some opportunities to the Jayhawks early, but as the center of this second half went through, the Ocelots were given much more opportunities, got behind the defense. That chip shot for Demeraux really changed the complexion of this game. He was triple teamed defensively, chipped it over, and as the goalkeeper came forward, Roberts saw that ball sail over his head. And changed the complexion of this game. The two teams stepped it up from there.
And then Demeraux, as you said, was a real offensive difference maker in this game for Schoolcraft. He started the scoring with a goal at the 52-minute mark. Then it was Reese Brown making it 2-0 at 66 minutes. And later on, off a corner kick, Ethan Walker scoring roughly 73 minutes into this game. Schoolcraft wins it 3-0 with the victory. They go 6-0 on the year. And in the conference, 5-0. Muskegon now 0-2 in the conference, both of the losses to Schoolcraft. And overall, Muskegon 4-3. But overall, a good effort for the Schoolcraft Ocelots, Carl.
Yeah, and as this week progresses, we're going to see exactly what the Ocelots have for the rest of the league. But I feel pretty good myself as a commentator here that we've seen some of the best out of this Ocelots team offensively last week. Great patience this week, waiting for their opportunities. An offensively minded team, defensively minded team, really nicely balanced. Third shutout of the season for Brendan Ware, and as you've been noted to say, Pete, the defense gets credit for that as much as the goalie does. It goes on the goal sheet for the goalie, but really good defense for this Ocelot team.
Well, Schoolcraft wins this one 3-0. They go to 6-0 on the year. They've scored 36 goals. They've only allowed 3. That is impressive. I don't care what league you're in. That'll do it for this one. He's Carl Ruff. I'm Pete Krepsky. I want to thank everybody around the Schoolcraft College Sports Network for their great work. We'll be back with the women's game momentarily. But this one is history. The Schoolcraft men win over Muskegon 3-0. You've been watching men's collegiate soccer from Schoolcraft College in Livonia. And we'll be back with the women's game in about 15 minutes. Hey friends, welcome to Schoolcraft College. We've got women's soccer with Schoolcraft College and the Muskegon Community College Jayhawks. My name's Pete Krepsky. Joined with Carl Ruff. He's somewhere in the vicinity, but we're just underway here at Schoolcraft College. Schoolcraft comes in with a record of 5-1-1. Muskegon with a record of 4-1-1. So two of the better teams you're going to find in the MCCAA. Schoolcraft coming off a 1-1 tie on September the 21st at Kellogg. They had a 1-0 lead for much of the game. A late goal by Kellogg evened up the score, and it ended in a 1-1 tie. These teams met on September the 7th. Schoolcraft won 3-1 in that game. We are nicely underway in this one. Ball advanced ahead, and the Schoolcraft goalkeeper has it. And it is advanced ahead. Looks like Jamie Martindale in goal for Schoolcraft. Meanwhile, we go back the other way, and the goalkeeper, Grace Kaywood, has it for Muskegon. Knocking it down, Taylor Meadows, leading scorer for Schoolcraft. She wears number 4. Here's Meadows on the left side. Marked on the play by Schwartz, and it's out of bounds. Taylor Meadows has 7 goals, 10 assists on the year to lead Schoolcraft. She's right in front of me. Schoolcraft has scored 31 goals over 7 games. They've only allowed 8. Schoolcraft in the goal, they go right to left here in the first half. Just underway. Jayhawks play it away. Trying to work it out center with Dangle. With Saldi Rapp. Now Meadows puts it to the left corner. Race for the ball. Running it down. It is Mernetti. Mernetti just outside the scoring area took the shot. Grace Kaywood knocks it down. And she'll advance it ahead. Knocked down by Kenzie Hare of Schoolcraft. Deep right wing at Katie Ferguson. And the ball out of bounds. Temperature roughly in the mid-50s. We have a slight breeze coming across, but it should not affect the game. And thankfully, no rain. Something we had earlier today. So close to ideal conditions here at Schoolcraft. And the pitch always in good shape here. Good knockdown by Faith Staley of Schoolcraft. And now played into the Muskegon zone. Again, Schoolcraft comes in at 5-1-1 overall. Muskegon 4-1-1 overall. Two teams that play very good defense. Schoolcraft has only allowed 8 goals in their 7 games. Muskegon has only allowed 4 goals in their games. So we say that it might be a 7-5 shootout, but we say that in jest. These are 2 very good defensive teams.
Yeah, 2 teams that are really good as balanced both offensively and defensively.
Clock running in the first half. We're roughly 5 minutes in. Ball taken away by the Jayhawks on the far side of the field. Seagulls up top are circling the field. I don't know if they're going to help out the Jayhawks or not. Sorry, people, that's a poor attempt at humor. Meanwhile, the Jayhawks have it. Ball taken away by Taylor Meadows, and it's out of bounds.
A good defensive poke away there by Meadows.
Taylor Meadows from Canton, nearby Canton, and Dearborn Divine Child. Mernati with Meadows, the ball out of bounds. Mackenzie Swartz knocked it out of bounds. Inbounding it, Kenzie Hare. Outside the scoring area, aggressive play there by Boca Negra, and it's out of bounds. Jackie Bocanegra, defender for the Jayhawks. Corner kick, and the goaltender Kaywood got in front of that. Jayhawks reset. High in the air. Look like my 9-iron tomorrow at Westburn. Played ahead by Rapp for Muskegon. Taking away Juliana Morrow. As we take a look at the Schoolcraft roster for the men's side, certain international flavor, but for the women's side, it's all local players. I love to see that local flavor in these teams.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent in the Livonia area, drawing all the way Milford and such. It's good to see them centering around Schoolcraft.
No score, 7 minutes into the first half. People wondering, where can we catch this game on television? Well, it's online on the Schoolcraft Athletic website. That's one place you can catch it. Perhaps you'll see it on CN 900, one of our local Comcast channels. That I don't know for sure. Ocelots have it, far side of the field. And out of bounds. Spoke of Taylor Meadows. She's the current MCCAA Women's Soccer Offensive Player of the Week. Again, she comes into this game with 7 goals and 10 assists for 24 points on the year. An offensive driver for Schoolcraft. She wears number 4. Jayhawks chasing it, playing it ahead. Swartz for Cannon. That's taken away, and they chase it into the Muskegon end. Getting there first, Alexa Musk. Laney Cannon, and it's out of bounds. Faith Staley inbounding for Schoolcraft. 8:30 into the first half, no score. Meadows being marked by Swartz. Deep left wing, Mernati. And it's played back to the Muskegon goalkeeper, Grace Kaywood. Loose at midfield. Cannon for Muskegon. For Olson. Cannon, deep right corner, marked on the play, and it's out of bounds. Clock continuing to run, 9 minutes into the first half, no score.
Last time these two teams met was a 3-1 victory for Schoolcraft, and would expect another low-scoring game. Schoolcraft averages nearly 4.5 goals per game. Muskegon better than 3.5. However, Muskegon's goal against average is .67 per game. Ocelots 1.14.
Well, as I said before, the Ocelots have allowed 8 goals in 7 games. Muskegon 4 goals in 6 games. So these teams do pay attention on the defensive end.
That's the biggest thing we've seen in successful teams is balance offensively and defensively, and both of these teams got it.
Swartz playing it back to midfield. Intercepted by Mernati. She had 2 goals on September the 7th in the 3-1 victory for Schoolcraft over Muskegon at Muskegon. Race for the ball. And the Schoolcraft goaltender runs it down. I believe that's, is that Jamie Martindale? Looks like Jamie Martindale in goal.
Yes.
Chasing it, Corsentino, deep left corner for Schoolcraft. Corsentino, a shot towards the goal, centering feed, played away. Schoolcraft on it. Mernati playing it back, and the Jayhawks have it. Staley for Schoolcraft. Dangle. Ball loose at midfield. And back into the Muskegon end, Tia Martinez. Knocks it down. Alexa Musk, looks like, plays it out of bounds for Muskegon. No score. 11:20 into the first half. Pete Krepsky with Carl Ruff. Speak to you from the pitch at Schoolcraft College in Livonia. Glad you're with us. Breeze picking up here, but so is the sun. Looks like the sun's starting to come out.
Ocelots setting their play offensively as they press in a little bit.
Looks like Taylor Meadows making the play. And here we go. Ball towards the net. Knocked down. Loose out in front. And diving across to her right, Grace Kaywood. As that ball was loose in a dangerous scoring position, Kaywood was able to recover well.
Yeah, Mernati for the Ocelots was unable to get a leg free to put it on the ball. She had an open net.
So we remain scoreless but not uneventful. Mernati giving chase has the ball on the far side of the field. Elizabeth Kowalski from Edsel Ford High School. Corsentino. And the ball back to Grace Kaywood of Muskegon. Kaywood booms it ahead. Knocked down in midfield.
Kaywood, the reigning goalkeeper of the week for the MCCAA.
It's like Mernati, deep right corner. Looking for a play. Heading to the goal. Centering feed, knocked away and out of bounds.
Emma Dyer there defensively.
The hockey term is go to the rack, go to the net, go to the house, and it applies in soccer. Corner kick for the Ocelots. Let's see what they can manufacture here. Headed away by the Jayhawks, but the ball controlled by Schoolcraft. Faith Staley, shot towards the net, tracking it well. It was going wide, but Grace Kaywood makes the stop. High in the air from Kaywood. Touched briefly by Emma Dykma. And the Ocelots have it in a scoreless game. Near the 15-minute mark of the first half. Here come the Ocelots. Ball just failed to click for Taylor Meadows. And out of bounds for Muskegon. Emma Dyer failed to click with the cannon. And it's out of bounds. Running it down, Faith Staley for Schoolcraft. Schoolcraft, as I said in our opening in their last game, a 1-1 draw. A late goal at Kellogg stop the Ocelots from winning their sixth game. Goal came in the 87th minute of that game. So they come in at 5-1-1. The last game for Muskegon, 21st of September, a 1-1 draw against St. Clair Community College.
Kowalski, they're ranging it down to Corsentino.
Corsentino falling down on her own, and the ball out of bounds. So we play on, the clock running with 29 minutes left in the half. Breeze picking up here at Schoolcraft. I'm not sure what direction it is coming from the expressway behind us. 275 I-96 mixing bowl, so to speak. Free kick, chip to the net, and played away.
Intercepted nicely by Ayers Harold.
That free kick for number 9, Juliana Morrow. So the ball out of bounds. Kenzie Hare looking for a play. Advancing it into the Muskegon end. Headed away by Tia Martinez. In traffic, Elizabeth Kowalski finds Lyon, and that's played away. Trying to run it down for Schoolcraft, Livia Dangle. Collision, and the Ocelots have it. Played ahead. Ball intended for Cecilia Mernati, out of bounds. Clock running with 27:30 left in a scoreless first half. Ocelots have it. Ball on the far side of the field. Battle for it. Faith Staley on it. Has it again. Looks for a play. They play it in deep. But the goalkeeper for Muskegon, Grace Kaywood, tracks that ball down and plays it ahead. Controlled briefly by Sarah Zielinski of Muskegon. Finds a Boca Negra. Jayhawks trying to get something going. Have it in the left corner. And it's out of bounds at 26:15 left in the first half, no score. Earlier today, the Schoolcraft men beat Muskegon 3-0. 3 goals in the second half. And the Muskegon men, the Schoolcraft men continue to roll. 6-0 on the year. Kaylee Corsentino. And it's out of bounds. Corsentino to face Staley. She'll take a long look. Look at the options. Play it ahead to Kowalski. Taken away by Emily Olson. The ball to Dangle. The hockey term would be she dangles it, but I won't use that term. Running it down, Swartz. Corsentino checking on her. And played out of bounds by Tia Martinez. Clock running with 25 minutes left in the half, no score.
Elizabeth Kowalski taking a seat, and Taylor Meadows coming in. Meadows, very active player for the Ocelots team.
Inbounded by Kenzie Hare. Played away and out of bounds. Advanced toward the scoring area. Schoolcraft on it, a shot towards the goal. Might have been going wide. The shot by Taylor Meadows and the save made for Grace Kaywood. Kaywood advancing it to midfield. Knocked down by Yvonne Clark of Schoolcraft. But Swartz has it for Muskegon. On the run, the Ocelots. Advanced ahead. Shot from the right wing, wide of the net. Looks like might have been Juliana Morrow. Hard to tell from my angle. Looked like a 9 though.
Katie Ferguson out there as well. Could have been her.
So we play on with 23:20 left in the half. Kaywood finds Lydia Sauls. She's marked by Staley. Staley following up. Marking her, a good defensive play by Rapp. Rapp giving chase against Kenzie Hare. Rapp marked on the play, Staley for Schoolcraft. Finds Lyon. Played to the right side and to the far side of the field. Katie Ferguson. Might have been Ferguson on that shot from the right wing. 8, not 9. Meanwhile, we go back the other way. And Jamie Martindale runs it down for Schoolcraft. Finds Faith Staley. 22:15 left in the half. No score. Working around to the right side. Ball just failed to click for Meadows. Ferguson at midfield. Muskegon regroups. Zielinski being marked by Corsentino, and the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, Corsentino stepped in front of that pass. Defense outs at the side, and it gives the Ocelots the opportunity in the offensive zone with Faith Staley tossing in.
Staley inbounds. Finds Yvonne Clark. And they weave it around to Kenzie Hare. Hare for Dangle. Strong move on the left side. Mernati marked on the play and the ball taken away. And it's out of bounds. Looks like that was Emma Dyer. Got in the way of Mernati with a good defensive play.
Yeah, Mernati tried to put the brakes up there. A little bit tender on her left knee.
20:55 left in the half. Pete Krupski with Carl Ruff and the Schoolcraft College Sports Network. Happy to be bringing you this one. We speak to you from Schoolcraft College in Livonia. Inbounded by Hare. Mernati marked on the play. Loose ball outside the scoring area. Tapped away by Souls. And Faith Staley plays it back to her goalkeeper. Yvonne Clark to midfield. Taken away by Juliana Morrow. Marked on the play by Corsentino. Excuse me, that was Zielinski and Corsentino. Sorry, I got my 9s mixed up there. Musk for Muskegon. Curve that to the left side. Shot from the right wing with the left foot. Lydia Souls didn't get to the goal, and it was knocked out of play.
Lydia Souls with a nice move to get around the defense. One more player there for the Ocelots on defense was able to drive it up.
She scored the goal for Muskegon back on September the 7th against Schoolcraft. 3-1 Schoolcraft victory. Here, no score, clock running with 19:10 left in the first half. Ocelots advanced, knocked down by Zielinski. Centering feed. Shot towards the goal. Rapp being marked on the play effectively. And we'll go Schoolcraft's way. Clock running with 18:35 left, no score. Leading scorer for Muskegon, Iris Harold, number 14. We will look for her. In fact, there she is with the ball. She's their leading scorer. I couldn't have planned that any more than if we stage it right in front of me. It's one of the breaks of just a lucky break. That's not skill, friend. That was pure luck. I happened to mention her and she had the ball. How about that?
Let's call it intuition of the broadcaster.
That was lucky there, I'll be honest. But either way, Iris Harold, 4 goals, 5 assists, the leading scorer for the Jayhawks. Harold has it. Plays it ahead. Lead pass ahead intended for Rapp. Knocked down. Emily Olson. Rapp, or Harold on the right side, deep right corner. Shot towards the net, actually hit the outside of the post. The shot by Lydia Souls. And it hit the outside of the post. So we play on with 17 minutes left in the half, no score. Schoolcraft on it. And it's out of bounds. Muskegon will take over. Played to their back to their defense. Tia Martinez. Ball taken away. Ferguson. 1-on-1 against Boca Negra. And the ball out of bounds, and we play on with 16:15 left in the half. Two good defensive teams. This is a bit of a chess match here.
When you look at those goal against average, you know both of these teams play some good defense.
Ball at center field. Rapp for Muskegon. And the ball back to Souls. Schoolcraft with control, Yvonne Clark. Has it again. Clark, deep right wing. Far side of the field. Morrow. Played back. Dangle. And it's out of bounds.
Dangle put that pass over the head of Ferguson and went out of bounds.
So we are scoreless with 15 minutes left in the half. Schoolcraft with possession. And we'll reset.
Free kick for the Ocelots.
Staley giving chase. Marked on the play by Emily Olson. Staley again. Mernati being marked. Shot was knocked down. Tries it again. And the ball trickles to Grace Kaywood. And the Muskegon goalkeeper plays it away. Mentioned Faith Staley, one of the older players on the pitch, second-year freshman, second-year sophomore due to COVID. So I'm assuming she lost a year due to COVID and back playing, which probably makes her one of the older competitors on the pitch. Kenzie Hare had it briefly. Rapp took it away for Muskegon. Ball advanced. Jamie Martindale runs it down for the Ocelots with 13 minutes left in the half. Ocelots on the run, but it was taken away by Sarah Zielinski of Muskegon. Working around to the near side, Souls marked on the play by Staley, but will go Muskegon's way with the ball.
Yeah, inadvertent touch by Staley with her hand.
Tia Martinez directing traffic, calling a play. Advances it deep into the Schoolcraft end. And the ball out of bounds with 12:10 left in the half, no score. Martindale. Slight crosswind here at Schoolcraft. You're looking at that corner kick. The wind is coming from across the field. Not affecting much, though. Staley played it to the midfield. Lead pass ahead for Taylor Meadows. Good speed, Meadows. Being watched by Swartz. Meadows checked by Swartz. And the ball out of bounds. Nice recovery by Mackenzie Swartz, the midfielder. Staley. Centering feed, headed, but not on goal. So Faith Staley, Taylor Meadows might be the leading scorer, but Faith Staley, as a defender, really making it happen.
Yeah, she gives her Ocelots a lot of opportunity with her setup.
Clock continuing to run. 10:45 left. Kenzie Hare. Advancing the ball. Failed to click for Mernati. Knocked down by Dangle. Staley steps in. And the Ocelots regroup with about 10 minutes left in the half. Ball ahead to Harold and out of bounds.
Running down to 10 minutes, below 10 minutes left, you can see the two teams are really playing it careful. Setting defensively, not pressing too hard offensively.
Martindale advances. As the wind picking up. Bit of a crosswind. Safe play to Staley. Staley with it now. Meadows marked by Souls. Souls on the right wing. Takes the return pass, just failed to click. And the Ocelots played away from harm's way with 9 minutes left in the half. This is why I call it a chess match. One move by one team and a counter move by the other team. Every piece of pitch contested. Ball out of bounds with 8:30 left in the half. And I'm sure second meeting of the year between these teams, not a lot of secrets. Souls on the right wing. Work by Staley. Centering feed, played away, and Staley plays it up the middle. Taylor Meadows defensively playing it out. Ferguson marked on the play. Kaywood back to retrieve. She'll play it back to the center field stripe. Meadows on it, left side. Meadows cuts to the middle. Shot was blocked by Zielinski. Played away by the Jayhawks. 7:40 left in a scoreless game.
See, as we get through the end of this first period, if the two teams are going to open it up a little bit, as we saw in the men's game, seeing the last 4 minutes of the halves usually end up with an increase in activity as teams try to take chances.
Faith Staley playing it back for Dangle. 7 minutes left in the half, no score. Now, maybe you know this or not, Carl, but in the men's side, the Schoolcraft men were held scoreless in the first half. And the folks in the truck was wondering, is that the first time all year the Schoolcraft men were held scoreless in a half?
I can answer this thusly, is that I do not have any idea.
Okay. You know what? That's what I told them, too.
It's safe to say with the offensive prowess that it isn't likely for this Ocelots team have to have been held that way. But I'm going to go with a solid I don't know.
We have to get our research department in on it. But we're doing volleyball next week, so we'll concentrate on that. Souls on the right wing has a lane. Souls centering it. Failed to click for Harold. The ball played away. Here's Taylor Meadows on it. Playing it for Ferguson. And that was played away by Sarah Zielinski.
Yeah, Meadows pulled that one back a little bit. Ferguson was double teamed with a third one trailing in. Probably wise to have pulled that one back and try to maintain possession.
Faith Staley. She was a Cougar at Garden City, and I mean that is the mascot of the Garden City high school team. She's an Ocelot now. Yvonne Clark with 5:15 left in the half. Kenzie Hare ahead to Meadows outside the scoring area. Ball taken away by Zielinski defensively. Under 5 minutes left now in the half. Clark takes her time. Staley always seems to be a good option. Kenzie Hare Schoolcraft moving that ball with purpose. Into the middle it goes. Ferguson there, but that was taken away. In this defensive battle, it seems like every move is matched with a counter move.
Yeah, Pete, these two teams, as experienced, as talented, and well-trained as they are, they can see steps coming forward, and then they're able to adjust positionally, defensively, and that leads for a lot of work in between the center of the field.
No score, 3:45 left in the half. Souls on the right side. Moves into Schoolcraft territory. Advancing it ahead. Clark took it off her mark. Ferguson back. Trying to control that ball, finds Taylor Meadows. Meadows on the right side, Mernati. Good one-on-one battle with Bocanegra. Picked up by Muskegon. Kaywood trying to get there, does. 3 minutes left in the half. Knocked down by Kenzie Hare. Ran into Dykma. Ball loose at center field. Schoolcraft on it. Staley. That was taken away. They'll try it with Mernati. She's marked on the play. And the ball back to the Schoolcraft defense for Yvonne Clark. The ball out of bounds. Clock runs. 1:45 left in the half. Meadows in traffic. Back to Staley. She'll take a shot. And the save made for Kaywood. Kaywood high in the air. Trying to track it. Zielinski. Meadows knocks it down. Plenty of time left. Meadows put to a spot on the pitch. And that's played away. Meadows tries it one more time. And that's taken away by Zielinski. Minute left in the half, no score. Olson. That was taken away, the back check of Mernati. Could tell I'm a hockey announcer, use the term back check. Don't know what the term is in soccer. Guess I'll have to look that up. Kaywood. Playing it ahead. Souls. Marked by Staley. Meadows trying to measure it. Battling with Zielinski, and Zielinski plays it out of bounds with 20 seconds left. Meadows in a hurry. For Staley. Kenzie Hare. That's taken away. And the puck and the ball back to Yvonne Clark. Time winding down in this one. And we are scoreless after one half of soccer. Carl Ruff, two very good defensive teams going at it here at Schoolcraft College.
Yeah, you can see why these two teams are ranked top 15. Muskegon ahead in the rankings over Schoolcraft, though Schoolcraft has taken the victory against Muskegon. Two well-trained teams, well-coached teams, and we have a 0-0 tie as a result.
The men, the Schoolcraft men won earlier today 3-0 over Muskegon. With this game featuring the Schoolcraft ladies and the Muskegon ladies scoreless after one. And again, Carl, I call it a chess match. There's a move and a counter move by the opposition, and two well-trained, well-coached teams, and as a result, we're scoreless after one half of soccer, but not uneventful. You know, if you like, I guess if you like technical soccer, you like this game.
Well, I enjoy seeing the defensive positioning of the Jayhawks, how they're shifting in a cone or a circle to defend their area. We've seen more of them down here as they've been on defense than we have at the other end of the field when they're on offense, since much of the time they've been down here. But just watching that sphere of defense make adjustments has been kind of amazing to see. And in the ladies' game, it's a little bit slower than men's game, so you get a chance to see and observe some of that.
He's Carl, I'm Pete. You're watching women's collegiate soccer from Schoolcraft College in Livonia. We'll be back with the second half of action right after this timeout.
So that's basically the sum of the courses that we have.
Hey friends, welcome back to Schoolcraft College. Women's soccer is the venue. We played one half of soccer here at Schoolcraft College. No score between the Schoolcraft College Lady Ocelots and the Lady Jayhawks from Monroe Community College. Really two very good defensive teams, as we talked about in the first half. And maybe no surprise, we are 0-0 after one half of soccer, Carl.
Yeah, we've talked about how good these two teams are defensively, but offensively, now's the time to step. As we saw in the men's game, a 0-0 finish in the first half of the men's game. The second half, the Ocelots stepped it up as the Jayhawks did for the men's. I expect to see something similar happen with the ladies in the second half of this game. We've got some good scorers on this Ocelots team, with Meadows, Murati, Vallis, and Ferguson, all with at least 14 points so far in the season. And over on the opposite end, Harold, Kanan, Rapp, and Souls, each having at least 11 points, goals, and assists total on the season. I expect to see a little bit more cohesiveness of these two teams offensively.
We'll see what happens the second half, about to start. And what's been a real good match, but if you like goals, you might not like this one, but if you like a good technical soccer game, this is certainly fit the bill there. Schoolcraft and the Gold go left to right here in the second half, and we're underway. High in the air and into the Schoolcraft end. Rapp giving chase for Muskegon, taken away. Taylor Meadows on the far side. Stepping up was McCullough, but the ball back at the Schoolcraft defense. Good look at Olivia Dangle, and she'll get the ball advanced for the Ocelots. Just underway here in the second half, no score. Rapp giving chase. Goes back deep into the Muskegon end. Harold, number 14 for Muskegon, their leading scorer. Had a chance with it, taken away. Now she has it again. Iris Harold. Ball taken away. Puck shot, ball shot toward the goal.
Yeah, Grace Kaywood
Sorry about
out.
that,
She
friends. We'll take another look at it.
Kaywood, you see, comes out and plays it, leaves a big rebound there, but unable to put it behind her are the Ocelots.
Kaywood booming, her clears high in the air on this side of the pitch, but on that side, with the wind picking up, she's going to a lower shot, more of a Tiger Woods 2-wood, or 2-iron, I would say. But maybe there's a reason for that. But I just get the feeling that this is a game, every piece of pitch is being contested. And whatever goals are scored, few and far between they may be, Carl, you're going to have to earn those goals against these two very good defensive teams.
And I don't see there being a high ringing of the bell in this game in the second half. It's going to be, as you say, a 1 or 2 goal game.
Every person with the ball is marked. There's not a lot of open pitch out there. The ball out of bounds here. We're 3 minutes into the second half. Scoreless in this game.
Using the sideline there to drive it out. Jayhawks with it.
So we play on a scoreless game. They work on the far side of the field. And out of bounds. The next game for Schoolcraft, they're going to play on the 28th of September at Ancilla College. Ball headed ahead. Scramble for it and a shot wide by Addison McCullough. Set up at the side of the goal on the right side. But no real open shot. There was a lot of traffic around her. So every ball is contested.
As you say, the men's defense, we saw a lot of positional defense. This is more person-on-person, player-on-player defense in this game for the ladies.
Example there, Harold, marked on the play by number 9, Juliana Morrow of Schoolcraft. Mernati for Meadows, a shot over top of the net.
And if you're the Ocelots, that's who you want down low, are Mernati and Meadows.
Two leading scorers for the Ocelots trying to hook up there. But there's just not a lot of open space out there. And we are scoreless 5 minutes into the second half.
Rapp calling for it. She's going to get it.
Dangle playing it up the left side. Meadows. Lead pass ahead, Mernati. Mernati on the far side. Being marked on the play. Ball was knocked down and played away by the Jayhawks. Typical how the offense have gone on both teams. The defense has taken over. Ferguson on the right side. Takes the return pass, a give and go. Ferguson a shot. Tries to curl it on net, but it's wide of the net. So Schoolcraft trying to push the pace offensively here in a scoreless game. We're 6 minutes into the second half.
Ferguson trying to make something happen there. She didn't have any help to pass it to, so taking the shot didn't hurt.
Ferguson giving chase. Headed away by Bocanegra. One more time for the Ocelots, but it goes in on goal and Kaywood makes the stop. Wind is picking up a bit here. Scoreless game. Souls. Midfield. Marked on the play by Lyon. Kenzie Hare. Taken away by Harold. Zielinski for Muskegon on the right side. Played away by Staley. Staley runs it down one more time. And it is out of bounds. Staley playing it ahead for Taylor Meadows. Meadows on the run in a scoreless game. Mernati being marked. Tries to work off that. Ferguson heading to the net. Mernati running out of space and time. Played that ball off a Muskegon player, and it's out of bounds.
You could really see the speed from Mernati. She went past the defender. She picked up speed, got some separation, but two more Jayhawks were able to be there and close that gap.
Corner kick. See what kind of play is set up. Curled towards the net. Knocked down by goalkeeper Kaywood. Controlled it in the corner. But the ball advanced out of play by Muskegon. 8 minutes into the half. We remain scoreless. Corner kick for the Ocelots. Gathering of both teams in the scoring area. Ball curled ahead, and Kaywood batted it away. Ferguson trying to make a bit of a redirect. The original play by Addison McCullough. And Muskegon has it. You can see Kaywood's not booming that ball high in the air from this side of the pitch. Souls for Muskegon. Harold on the right side, looks like Zielinski. Muskegon on the run in a scoreless game. Rapp played it off the player. Here's another shot, and Jamie Martindale makes the stop.
First real nice opportunity in the second half for the Jayhawks.
Running it down, Cannon for Muskegon. Mernati, left corner feed. Centering feed looked like Meadows, and a shot Mernati. On goal, a stop for Kaywood. Wind dies down, so Kaywood plays it high in the air to neutral field. No score. Souls giving chase. Marked on the play defensively by Addison McCullough. And it's out of bounds.
Wholesale substitutions as 4 come in and 4 go out for the Jayhawks.
Trying to keep the tempo at a good pace. No score. McCullough marked by Van Tamelin, and the ball out of bounds. Torrey Van Tamelin from Hamilton, Michigan. Martindale takes her time.
Lyon and McCullough going off to take a little break for the Ocelots.
11 minutes into the second half. We're scoreless at Schoolcraft College. Bounced ahead. Mernati. Left side to Corsentino. Corsentino marked on the far side of the field, and it's out of bounds. Last game for Muskegon, they got a 1-1 draw, hosting St. Clair Community College. That game on the 21st. They'll be hosting Jackson Community College on the 28th. Next game for the Schoolcraft women, they play at Ancilla College on the 28th. Right here, no score. 12 minutes into the second half. Falling to the pitch, a nice attempt for Juliana Morrow. Muskegon on the run. Martinez trying to play it ahead. And Corsentino returns for Schoolcraft. Mernati has Ferguson with her. Mernati heading to the midfield, takes a shot right on goal, and the save made for Grace Kaywood.
It was a good save by Kaywood, but Mernati finally had a little bit of space to get between her and the defenders, and you saw what she can do with it.
Hare knocks it down in midfield. Lead pass for Ferguson, played away by Bocanegra. Headed by Hannah Olsterholm of Muskegon. Ball at the center of the field. Bella Elliott playing it ahead. Off of Ferguson and back to Elliott. Taken away. Souls on the run. Left side. Plays it to an open space. They race for it. Martindale gets there first. Finds Dangle. Plays it to midfield. Went off Mernati. Failed to click for Faith Staley. Staley playing it up the left side on the far side of the field, and it's out of bounds. Clock moving. We played 13:50 of the second half. No score.
Ferguson takes a seat, and Meadows comes back in.
Lots of good options for Schoolcraft. Meadows takes a long look. Played it off the Muskegon player. Knocking it out of bounds, Zielinski. Changes on both sides. Coach is trying to keep the pace up. Schoolcraft on it. Chipped ahead. Failed to click for Meadows. Taken away by Boca Negra. Following up Dangle. Trying to work off Strohmeyer. Jayhawks on it. Chasing it and good speed. And it's out of bounds. Emma Martin wearing number 7. Sorry, I had to look through 3 different rosters to find that, but we got it right eventually. So if you're watching this is from Muskegon, Emma Martin wearing number 7. Kaywood advances it. Sun trying to peek through the clouds here for the first time all day. You can say fall has definitely arrived in Michigan. And we play on a scoreless game. Lyon advances it ahead, and the Ocelots on it. Chipped ahead on the right side to Bella Elliott. Good speed for Bella. Marked on the play by Mia Strohmeyer. Knocked down by Dangle. Mernati. Chipping it ahead. Corsentino trying to get there, but the feed went into Grace Kaywood. And the goalkeeper advances it out to midfield. Lyon for Schoolcraft. For Faith Staley. Staley playing it ahead. Meadows marked by Boca Negra. Lyon for Meadows. Marked by 2 Jayhawks. Boca Negra. Good defensive play. That's how it's kind of gone on the offensive end. Wherever you go, two defenders follow. Now we're going to get a kick for Meadows. With a chance for the first goal in this game. Leading scorer for Schoolcraft, Taylor Meadows.
Bend it around that wall.
Headed, but it goes to the goalkeeper, Grace Kaywood, goes to her right to make the stop. Kaywood plays it high in the air. Emma Martin ahead of the play, looking for the ball, marked on the play. Giving chase, Emily Olson, and that was taken away. Tia Martinez playing it out to midfield for Muskegon. Martinez has it again. Up ahead to Emma Dyer. Excuse me. That was Ulsterholm.
Nice
Taylor Meadows
there.
for Schoolcraft.
Nice work there by Nisa Lyon. Got it to Meadows.
Try to pass ahead. But that was knocked away. Strohmeyer for Muskegon. being marked by Elliott. Following up, Boca Negra for Emily Olson. Knocked down by Faith Staley of Schoolcraft. She'll play it ahead. 26 minutes left in regulation, no score. Work it to the far side of the field and out of bounds.
Ocelot spending a little bit more time in the offensive zone than the Jayhawks in this second half. Still looking for them to put it together when you have Meadows and Mernati out there at the same time. You're looking for that offense to spark.
Well, you know that, and I know that, but so do the Jayhawks. And they're marking both Meadows and Mernati as well as you can. Jayhawks on the run. Good defensive play by Olivia Dangle. Took the ball away for Schoolcraft. Corsentino ahead of the play, but it's batted out of bounds. And the clock continues to run with 25:05 left in regulation. We are scoreless. Ball headed out of bounds by Bella Elliott. And the team's playing catch with the ball and with the sidelines. We've been out of bounds 2 or 3 times here in the last 30 seconds. So a bit of a pause here at Schoolcraft College. Got a lot of local players on the Schoolcraft women's soccer roster. If you're a soccer mom, if you're a soccer player, you're looking for a place to play locally, check out Schoolcraft College. Give them a call at 734-462-4400. Ask to speak with someone from the athletic department. Sid Fox, Callie Crawford will be glad to talk with you. Go to the website, www.schoolcraft.edu. And even in a scoreless game, the pace has slowed down perceptibly here.
Again, out of bounds. Guys, both teams changing possession.
Ball advanced ahead to Emma Martin. Takes a deep right wing, marked on the play. And the ball out of bounds one more time. Making that play, Yvonne Clark for Schoolcraft. Clock continues to run, 23 minutes even left. Out of bounds one more time. I apologize, friends. It's a long way from where I'm sitting, and we're just trying to identify players as best we can. One more time, and taken out of bounds. Elliott knocked it down. It's out of bounds one more time. Clock continues to run. And the ball continues to be knocked out of bounds. One good thing, the sun is out for the first time today. And here we go back. A scramble out in front of the Schoolcraft goal. The ball swatted away. And a stoppage in play briefly with 21:35 left.
Yeah, it looked like we were going to get away from this little lull and kickball on the side out of bounds, but wasn't to be.
Martin, deep right wing. And she's marked on the play in the right corner, and the ball out of bounds one more time. Muskegon inbounds. But here come the Ocelots in a scoreless game. Looks like Murnati cutting to the right and to the middle. Ferguson on the right wing. Being marked. Katie Ferguson. Meadows working it to Dangle. Taken away defensively by Emily Olson. And the ball to neutral field with 20:30 left in the second half. Olivia Dangle looks for a play. Being watched by Emma Martin. Schoolcraft into Muskegon territory, deep left wing. Played away towards the middle of the field. Running it down is Dangle. Right side, McCullough trying to find Ferguson. Her shot was blocked. Shot towards the goal, wide of the net.
Alexa Musk stuck a foot out there, and that shot was knocked down before it ever got near the goal.
Under 20 minutes left. Let's see what kind of a clear Grace Kaywood has here with the wind dying down.
Sadie Ropp back in the game for the Jayhawks.
Harold plays it to the right side. Stepping up. Staley. Chipping it ahead. Intended for Ferguson. Taken away. Strohmeyer. Was marked nicely by McCullough. Murnati. Right corner. 1-on-1 against Bocanegra. And the ball out of bounds. I like the play of Jackie Bocanegra. Not flashy, very effective defensively.
Corner kick forthcoming.
See if we can get a play towards the net here. Wind to her back. And that's played away. And so we play on with 18:05 left in regulation. No score. I would say shots favor Schoolcraft and maybe ball possession favor Schoolcraft, but it's been a scoreless battle. Really a one-on-one battle. And just to clarify, when I do women's sports, I don't use man-on-man defense. One-on-one defense, I think, is a little more accurate. Ball deep left corner in the Muskegon end, far side of the field. Ball centered out in front, played away, holding it, Dangle. Has it again. Dangle being watched by 2 Jayhawks, 3 Jayhawks. Nice work by her to dribble away from them. Morrow on the right side, McCullough, centering feed. That's played away. Muskegon just content to play that ball away from the scoring area.
Looked like a little something there might be happening for the Ocelots, but the defense took it away.
Dangle at center. Trying to find Ferguson. Rapp got in the way of that. Ferguson checked by Bocanegra. Swartz knocked her mark down. Ferguson, a battle for Schoolcraft against Emma Dyer. Lyon marked on the play. Harold advancing it to the center ice, to the center field stripe. Mernati marked. Ball to Juliana Morrow. McCullough chipping it ahead. Bocanegra running it down, and it goes to Kaywood. Clock running, 15:10 left in regulation, no score. Kaywood booms it ahead. Knocked down, might have been Van Temelen. Kaywood tries it again. Schoolcraft on it, under 15 minutes left. And the ball out of bounds. Schoolcraft 5-1-1 in the year. Muskegon 4-1-1. Couple of well-coached teams here. Schoolcraft trying to make something happen. McCullough outside the scoring area. Work by one, work by two, but Bocanegra got a piece of her, and the ball to Kaywood.
Yeah, McCullough's been the one who's gotten the opportunities here with Meadows and Taylor Meadows being lucked up and Mernati. And it's been McCullough who's had the opportunities, and she's gotten some shots toward the goal.
McCullough has yet to score this year. She does have 4 assists on the season. Muskegon has it. Clock running with 13:40 left. Chipped ahead. Looks like Martin on the far right side. Looks for play. She's marked effectively. It's Schoolcraft advancing it for Mernati. Taylor Meadows checked. And the Ocelots have it. Played to open space. On it, good speed, McCullough. Being marked by Rapp. McCullough into Ferguson. Return pass, McCullough. She'll take a look. Mernati marked. They let McCullough go, but they certainly knew where Mernati was, Carl.
Absolutely. More to your point from earlier about they know who the goal scorers are.
Played to the left corner, shot towards the net, went wide. Kaywood let it go out of bounds. Corner kick looks like for Schoolcraft. No score, clock running, 12:20 left in regulation. They gather outside the net. And the corner kick coming. Kaywood anticipated well, knocked it down. If I'm picking stars, the goalkeeper, Grace Kaywood, might be one of them. She's played well in this game. Been the harder work to the 2 goaltenders.
Yeah, there's a lot to like in her game. As you mentioned, that booming foot that she has. Really able to get some distance and get her offense moving into the center of the pitch. And she's got some range in there across the goal.
Clock continuing to run, 11:30 left. Waiting for the inbound. Looks like a set play. Chip in traffic, and it was headed, perhaps missed, and out of bounds.
That one off of Jayhawk. Corner kick from the opposite side now.
Once again, the game has slowed down a bit. And we remain scoreless with 10:45 of the clock running here in the second half. Mernati trying to knock it down, trying to get a shot, did, and it was blocked. You get a shot, I'm going to block it. That's the way it's gone in this game. I believe that was Boca Negra in the middle of all of that. She's played well defensively. One more corner kick. Clock continues to run. 10 minutes and 5 seconds left in the second half.
Taylor Meadows with this kick.
Low towards the net. Hit the side of the net. Kaywood has it. We get reset. See if Kaywood can advance it. Get that ball out of Muskegon territory for a bit. Put it up the right side. And it's back into Schoolcraft territory, played out of bounds again. Muskegon on it. Swartz. Ahead for Cannon. Battle for it. Ball taken away by Juliana Morrow. Corsentino couldn't get to it. It's out of bounds. Kaylee Corsentino, 3 goals and an assist on the year. Corsentino contesting with Boca Negra. Boca Negra ahead for Emma Martin, and that was taken away. Kaywood. High in the air. Wind shifting, sometimes hard to track that ball. Clock running with 8:15 left. Corsentino trying to get there. Taken away by Musk. And Muskegon on it with 8 minutes left. Martin ahead of the play. Looks like Dangle got a head on it. And here come the Ocelots on the run. Corsentino on the right side. Return feed ahead. Didn't work. Cannon has it for Muskegon.
Yeah, I feel Corsentino should have turned around and taken that shot herself.
Martin. Marked by Dangle. Corsentino being checked by Boca Negra. Musk worked by Hermark. Ball advanced. Boca Negra runs it down for Muskegon. Being watched by Corsentino. We roll on with 7:05 left in regulation, no score. McCullough. Right in front of us. Substitutions on both sides. McCullough playing it ahead. Ferguson marked on the play by Boca Negra. And it's out of bounds one more time. Kenzie Hare with 6:20 left. Time definitely a factor now. Intended for Mernati. That was played away. In traffic, Morrow. Shot towards the goal. And on the far side post, Kaywood makes the stop. 6 minutes left. High in the air. Contested for and out of bounds. No score. Time of possession, I would give it to Schoolcraft. But Muskegon hanging right in there. Musk running it down. Let it go out of bounds. Wind picking up. As you're looking in your screen, it's right across the field. Mernati giving chase. Contested by two Jayhawks, and it's out of bounds off of Tia Martinez. Under 5 minutes left. And Muskegon will get the ball. A chance to advance it into scoring territory. Ball intended, looks like Emily Olson. But the ball taken away. Mernati on the run. Deep left corner. Centering feed, hit the top of the crossbar. And lands on top of the net.
Not a bad opportunity there. She wasn't going to be able to turn the corner for a pass to Ferguson. She just took that shot and nearly paid off.
Bocanegra puts it in the midfield. Martin giving chase. Being marked by Dangle. Ball back into Muskegon territory. Run down by Grace Kaywood. 3:35 left. No score. Taylor Meadows looking for a play. Morrow. Work around left side. Looks like Staley up on the play. Shot towards the net. Right on goal. Might have been going wide, but in good position, Grace Kaywood. Muskegon goaltender advancing it ahead. Martin there for Muskegon. Martin giving chase. 3 minutes left. Ball deep into Schoolcraft territory. Played away by McCullough. And the clock continuing to run.
Field position important at this point, maybe more so than any point in the game, for opportunity to ring the bell and put something on the scoreboard. You don't want to give up a late goal.
Schoolcraft on it. Knocked down by Tia Martinez. Player on the left side is Cannon. Cannon playing it ahead. Ulsterholm, and the ball contested by Dangle. 2:10 left. McCullough has been active in this game. Lyon to McCullough, and it's out of bounds with 1:50 left. Bocanegra for Muskegon. Played it off Ulsterholm. Ferguson against Bocanegra one-on-one. Ferguson played it off of Bocanegra. Moving up, Yvonne Clark. Meadows with 1:25 left. Excellent defensive play there. and it's played ahead. Martin giving chase. She picks it up.
Offside.
It's offside. 1:10 left. Schoolcraft trying to make something happen quickly here. No score. Faith Staley. Again to the far side of the field. Mernati, always dangerous. In traffic. Took the shot, blocked. Under a minute left. Back comes Martin by herself. Martin trying to work by 3 Ocelots. And a nice defensive play by Livia Dangle, took it away. Bocanegra knocks it down. She's played a good game tonight. Jackie Bocanegra trying to find Cannon ahead of the play, but that was contested. Bocanegra one more time. Cannon with under 20 seconds left, chipping it ahead. And that's knocked down by Livia Dangle. Dangle ahead to Ferguson, and it's out of bounds with the time winding down in this one. Bocanegra one more time for Harold, playing it ahead. And time has expired. We are scoreless at Schoolcraft College. I believe it's going to end a scoreless game there, Carl.
Yeah, well, we knew we had 2 really good teams here, both ranked highly nationally, and a good matchup on paper and a good matchup on the field. We end up with a 0-0 tie. A lot of balance for the swing toward the Ocelots in between the 2 goals, but nothing that could make it into the goal for the Ocelots.
Time of possession, and probably shots on goal favored Schoolcraft, but I really thought the Muskegon goaltender, Grace Kaywood, was one of the differences in this game.
Yeah, she wasn't challenged often, but each time that something came her way, she dragged it down. And again, we'll talk about her athleticism. Side to side across the goal. Very good. And that booming kick really gave her team an advantage.
So Schoolcraft with the scoreless tie, now 5-1-2 on the year. Muskegon with the scoreless tie, now 4-1-2 on the year. Overall, Carl, a good day of soccer with the Schoolcraft men winning 3-0, and the ladies playing the scoreless game.
Yeah, you know, you of course you want to ring up that victory, Pete, but these 2 teams with Muskegon being ranked higher than Schoolcraft having beat Muskegon already once, they could have gone either way, and as it turned out, it just turned out to be a tie.
Scoreless tie, the Schoolcraft women and the Muskegon Community College women battle for 90 minutes with a 0-0 final. That'll do it for this one. For Carl Ruff, I'm Pete Krupski. We thank the entire Schoolcraft College Sports Network for their great work. And we'll talk to you again from Schoolcraft College somewhere down the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.